Today's collab is the VIP3, where I show you the top 3 items in various collections that I have. I'll hurry back.
Just an 80s boy and a 90s teen, going on all things Disney, from mouse to parks and in between. Come share the magic with me. La 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 la. Live your life to a Disney tune. Come and share Jake's Disney Afternoon.
Hey Disney Afternoon gang, and welcome back to my channel, and thanks for returning. If you're new here, my name is Jake and I do all kinds of content including subscription boxes, swaps, hauls, vintage trips, collabs. If it's Disney, we're doing it. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next Disney adventure. Alright, I have a collab that I am participating in, hosted by my good pal Nick over at DisneyMertz, where he has told us to assemble our VIP3, in which he gave us a whole bunch of categories to show off, and we had to pick our top 3. Of course I said yes, but I have no idea who's in this swap because Nick is power hungry and is keeping it from us. But by the time you're watching this, he will have released them and they will be posted down below. And Nick has good taste, so all the channels will be fabulous. You're going to want to check them out and maybe be inspired by something they have in their collection that you're going to want to add to yours. We ready? Let's go. All right, first up is my top 3 pins. And if you know anything about me, my pin collection is pretty big. So I narrowed it down to fantasy pins. I'm a big fantasy pin collector, so I thought I'd pick my top 3 from there. So let me show you what I got. All right, the first one seems probably obvious. This is by Hidden Treasure Pins and goes along with my channel namesake. This is from the Disney Afternoon, and this one incorporates sidekicks from most of the main series. We have Gadget and Grammy Gummy and Gyro Gearloose and Zummy Gummy and Monterey Jack and Webby and why do I always forget the robot's name? I hate it so much. Okay, but look at how giant this amazing pin is. Hidden Treasure Pins does some really amazing nostalgic pins and a few naughty pins too. But big fan of their pins. All right, next fantasy pin. This is by Rabbit Hole Designs. They're based in the UK, and I have a few things from them, but this, I'm obsessed with the flowers from Alice in Wonderland, particularly the iris. She's nothing but a common ovale volcaris. A common what? To put it bluntly, a weed. Ugh. They're so mean and so good. But this is a collection of all of them. I have individual pins from the seller of the different flowers, but I thought it was fun to share the cluster. So definitely go check them out. And then last pin is from one of my very favorite sellers and one of the first fantasy pin sellers I bought from. This is Sandy over at Flights of Fancy Fantasy Pins. Aha, there I got it, Sandy. And this is Joanna and Frank from The Rescuers Down Under, 2 of my favorite characters. This movie holds like a really special place in my heart, so I had to have it represented. Obviously, there were so many of the collections I could have picked from: Oliver and Company, Peter Pan, Great Mouse Detective, Black Cauldron, my animation collection, Beauty and the Beast, but here's my top 3 I went with. So as we go along, keep track of your favorite of the top 3 and let me know in all categories down below what yours were. Okay, let's move on. Top 3 Funkos. Now, I don't collect a lot of Funkos. They're not my favorite things in the world, but of course, you know, I had to collect the Disney Afternoon Funko. So I picked 3 of them. We've got Zummy Gummy. I don't know what it is about him. I really like him as a character. I have this whole set. There were 5 of them in this series. The original gummies, but no Grammy. So there he is. Love him very much. And then we've got Louie from Tailspin, and this was a chase from Just As Limited Chase. And I have all of this set too. There were 5 in this series. You can see them all there, but Louie's a pretty awesome character. And then I've got Gosselin. I mostly picked her because Nick got this for me. Just kidding. I love Gosselin from Darkwing Duck. And she is the only Darkwing Duck pop I have. Yeah, she's the only one I have. There are 3 in the series. There's Darkwing, Launchpad, and Gosselin. And there she is. So keep track. Tell me your favorite of the pops. Loungefly. This was a tough one, but I went with a little of this and a little of that. If you just watched my recent unboxing of purchases, you'll have seen this one certainly at the top of my list. It is so fuzzy and soft, and I love Chippendale Rescue Rangers. This one features zipper on the back there in all his glory. It is just such a cute design. And this pocket is a little more practical than some of the other ones, which, you know, I love a practical pocket. So that's on the list. And then this one, which I missed out the first time and then waited around and waited around and waited around for it to go on sale the second time. I forget, I was like in the middle of Times Square or some crazy place when the alarm went off, and I went and got it. But you know how I feel about Oliver and Company, and this is just the colors, this sort of vinyl, feels very New York to me. I wish I had like a full backpack of this, because these are too small for me to carry around the city or to work. But if this was like in a real full-size backpack, yeah. And then we've got, this was the first bag I think I got. And again, you know, I feel about the rescuers down under. So we've got Jake and Bianca and Marahute and Cody, and it's just a glorious bag. And detailed on the back is Miss Joanna the Goanna herself. Love it so much. Love the detailing, this like stitching on the side, from sort of artwork. It's a great bag. It's a great bag. All right, those are my 3. Let me show you real quick. 1, 2, where's the other one? 3. Tell me your favorite down below. I'm certainly not going to pick a favorite because I can't. There's so many more up on the wall that I didn't even get to pull down. Okay, Jim Shores. Top 3 Jim Shores. Now, I don't have a ton of Jim Shores, but I do have a decent collection. All right, this is my newest acquisition. This is from Nick. And I'm not just showing this because Nick's the host. This is genuinely such a beautiful design, and I love Pete's Dragon. I don't have a lot of Pete's Dragon in my collection, so I'm very happy to have this guy, and he's massive. Look at the size of him. He is so good. Nick, thanks for spoiling me again. You're the best. Then we've got this littler one. Gotta do a little dusting apparently. Is that why you're having us do this collab? So we have to get everything down in dust. This is Lumiere and Babette Feather Duster, and I think I got this one at when I was down at Walt Disney World. I can't honestly remember. Or this might have come in a subscription box. Don't know. But Lumiere is one of my very favorites, so really, really love this. And then the one non-Disney thing I'm showing, this is from DC over at Broadway Disney Fan, and this was a Charlie Brown swap. And this is from the it's Christmas Charlie Brown, and it is Charlie being the director, trying to give some instruction to Lucy. And if you don't know, I'm a theater director and a teacher, so this one really speaks to me. I feel like Charlie Brown some days when nobody's listening to me. I also feel like Lucy some days when I'm just yelling at everybody. It's a lot of conflict in my soul. Anyway, love this one. DC, thank you again for this. This sits right in the front of the top of this shelf over here, and I look at it often. Love it, love it. And then our final category today is wearables. And I thought I'd break out my Disney phone collection. Just kidding. But somebody should invent that. All right. First, we're going to start with a basic t-shirt. This is from Hercules, the musical, when it made its premiere here at the Paper Mill Playhouse in New Jersey, and I went to see it this past winter, and of course had to get a shirt commemorating it. A lot of fun, and you know, sometimes clothing is connecting to an experience, and that was a fun event and a memorable show. Then I've got my jean jacket here, and this is from Walt Disney World. I got this during the pandemic, I think, and it still has the tag on it because I have not been able to wear it, but I lost enough weight now and I can wear it. So it's got this patch on the front, and I love that it's somewhat vintagey. It's got 1971 there on the sleeve, and then on the back, just really classic. Now I have a ton of patches, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna put them all on this jacket like some kind of Woodstock hippie, or I'm just gonna kind of keep it classic and clean with the Mickey. But I do have some really cool patches. I don't know. But anyway, really love this jacket, and now that it's fitting me, I will look forward to wearing it this fall once the weather changes. And then finally, this one I may have a very favorite in this, and it's now kind of too big for me, so, but I'm gonna hang on to this. Is my Disney Afternoon shirt from Box Lunch, and I just love this design. Like all the guys are there: Goof Troop and Tailspin and Darkwing Duck and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, DuckTales, and sort of the 90s flair and logo. I love that so much. So maybe I'll have to like splurge for something smaller on like eBay, but this one brings me joy. That's it. That's my top 3 in pins, Funkos, Gym Shores, Loungeflies, and wearables. Give me a favorite down below. Tell me all 3 in your favorite category, or if you have a favorite in one of those categories, I'd love to hear about it, because I don't know, everything's out there, and of course I desperately need to add more to my collection. So anyway, go check out the other awesome channels. Thanks to Nick for putting this very creative VIP3 collaboration together. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you all soon on the next Disney Afternoon.